What's up guys, Houndish here, and today XUR is back in Destiny 2 for another weekend. Of course, it is the 18th of December, and as we can see, XUR this week is in the European Dead Zone right here in the Winding Cove. So we'll take a look at his inventory in just a moment, but also this weekend we should have the return of Trials, finally, so there it is. Jump in and good luck hunting down those loots for this first weekend with hopefully no disruption from any bugs or glitches and things like that. Also, though, we're going to very briefly, mention a quick teaser about some of the rewards in the Vault of Glass, which we know is returning inside of Year 4 for Destiny 2, which we'll speak about just briefly in a moment. A couple of cool things to touch on. But of course, let's take a look at XUR if you want that inventory. So, for the immediate look, we've got the Jade Rabbit for the weapon this week. We have Foe Tracer for the Hunters, the Severance Enclosure right there for the Titans, and Felwinter's Helm for the Warlocks. Then, of course, we've got the Exotic Engram that can drop stuff for the world pool of exotics with random rolls and better chances at stuff that you don't own from the world pool, at least. And then we've got the quest for the Exotic Cipher as well, if you want to pick that one up to get extra exotics and things like that. Now, for a better look at the inventory, very briefly, Jade Rabbit comes with the Fate of All Fools, and chaining body shots to gain bonus damage on your next precision shot will return ammo. Also returns ammo to the magazine, and then you get Zen Moment as well as high caliber rounds. And it comes with polygonal rifling right there. Pretty old school Destiny weapon. But we've got Foe Tracer right here with a stat roll of 62, leaning towards resilience and strength, and you get Relentless Tracker, which visually marks targeted enemies and deals more damage to low health marked enemies right there. So pretty fun one to play around with. Pretty decent in the Crucible as well. Severance Enclosure with a stat roll of 58 right there, leaning towards intellect and recovery. We've got Spheromatic Trigger, though, with Arc Solar and Void Melee final blows unleashing a damaging explosion, and finishers and final blows against more powerful targets increase the radius and damage for the explosion. So another one that's pretty interesting. And then we got the Felwinter's Helm, this one with 62 stat roll right there, leaning towards recovery and strength, so a bit better than that Titan exotic. But we've got Warlord's End, and Arc Solar and Void Melee kills create a burst of energy that weakens nearby enemies. And finishers and kills against more powerful enemies increases the radius of the burst and the length of the weakening effect. So another pretty cool one to play around with that it hasn't sold at least a ton of times right there. So that does it for the XUR inventory. Very briefly though, Polygon do have a new article about Destiny 2. They've had a few recently that have caused a lot of discussion, shall we say, in the community. But this one, as we can see, does mention some stuff about the Vault of Glass, and they talk a little bit about making VoG slightly more difficult for Destiny 2, essentially matching it with more of the endgame content that we have at the moment. But also we can see when they talk about some of the old rewards from VoG in D1, Joe Blackburn from Bungie does say, just like I don't think you can bring back Vault of Glass if it doesn't feel like Vault of Glass and call it Vault of Glass, you can't bring it back without the weapons that feel like Vault of Glass, right? And so I would expect favorites to return. And they do talk about the fact that they'll probably update perk rolls and things like that. So pretty cool mention right there. We have discussed previously the fact that they actually plan to bring these rewards back. And once again, it's something we guess they probably would do. But have more confirmation of that is pretty cool. And potentially some updated roles, but hopefully embodying what we really loved about those weapons in D1. So give us your thoughts about that. And I will link the article down below, guys. But for today, that's what we have to talk about. So hope you found the video useful and interesting as always. And if you have, a rating down below very much helps us out. But otherwise, for now, thanks a lot for tuning in. And I hope you have an awesome day.